Welcome back to the episode of the Wrestling Aroundup, where we go through this week's biggest wrestling news. First one for a while, and he's gone. Oh,
He's
fuck's
left.
sake. Um,
So he's gone.
I was going to introduce Sir Peters, but he just fucking left.
Now he's back.
He's back. Right. Joining
Sorry.
me is the well-famous Sir Peters. Sir Peters, how we doing?
Creeping it real. Hello.
Creeping. Yeah, got the creep bit right.
Yeah. I was creeping back so I didn't get picked up on the microphone. Warm.
You warm. Nice one.
And I'm hammered.
And yeah, hammered. He's got a hammer. No one knows why, though.
Put a
It's
picture up
covered
on
in
the
blood,
wall.
which is the odd thing.
Put a picture up on the wall earlier.
Oh, bloody hell.
It's still there
For now.
for now. And I've got a nail there to do the other one. If I decide to put that one up. It's more of a pin than a nail.
Jesus Christ. How big's the picture? I ain't going to hold anything.
It's only a little A4 frame.
Right, that's Sir Peters, everyone. And joining
Hello.
me as well is the ever-present, world-renowned, wonderful Scoop L.
Howdy. How's it going?
Any scoops?
I'm in a new surrounding us.
Well, you are. Where are you? Is this your house? Have you finally got the office sorted?
Sure is my house. I've had it sorted ages. I've just been using it for work, but I've not used it for work recently, which is why I thought I need to use it for this day.
Bet that
But I've
desk's
now
been held
got-
up with pins.
Mullicam. Mullicam.
Nice.
Wow.
Multiple
That's
angles.
incredible.
Look at that. Oh, you can see more. There's more daylight now, actually, isn't it? Probably because it's, the window.
You look superimposed on that one.
Pretty fun.
But look, this is too banterous.
You need to
So
clear your lens.
give me a scoop right now to stop the banter.
CM Punk and Samoa Joe had a match on Rampage last night.
Wasn't Rampage.
Collision, that one.
Collision. And what, did the three people enjoy it?
I don't know. I didn't watch it. Don't know when.
Well, no
There was
no
a
one does.
callback to
That's
one of
the problem.
their Ring of Honor matches. From what I've seen.
He did the walk
Yeah,
away
I
thing.
saw. Well, because
Yeah.
all it is, it's all bloody in jokes and all that bollocks.
He's angry. He's going.
Yeah. It's
Gone already.
He's going to
Fucking
him.
stupid decision. How many people watched it? 100,000.
Oh no, actually, but I don't know. They got 400 people last week, but I ended up getting also into a DM Twitter conversation with WrestleTix.
All right.
Yeah, the guy who counts the tickets.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say, is that a ticketing person?
Yeah, because all Dave Balser was he was spouting something about WrestleMania and stuff, and he was like, I think he says that the paid attendance record is 80,000, right? For any, which is ostensibly what WrestleMania 32 got paid, right? Paid is the key word here.
Mhm.
So then he was like, "Oh, if AEW goes like that, don't be crazy." So I replied, like, decent question. I thought I was like, "Well, WrestleTix said 62 for Clash of the Castle. You said 53. So what's the deal?" And obviously, Dave gave some like sarky response of like, "Oh, that wasn't my number. It was WWE's own number." I was like, "Yeah, but what's the difference in the numbers you're reporting, Dave?" Dave stopped replying, but WrestleTix actually replied through DM, and we had a good chat. So there's
Joining
74,000
us live now is the guy from
Yeah,
WrestleTix.
I was going to say, I don't know. Who he is.
Up to 6.
And obviously, everyone stopped using Twitter, didn't they, midweek?
Has anyone got threads?
I've got threads, yeah.
Yeah, I've got threads.
Although, because I've signed into my account on Instagram, I can't sign into the rest around account as well. You can't have multiple accounts on threads yet, which is annoying.
Okay. Mine's still struggling to upload multiple
Yeah.
pictures. But I'm
So if
about
you want
11
one of us-
my user number is about 11 million.
I don't know what mine is, actually. But Ross, if you want a threads account, you can use the rest around one because I can't get onto it. So, actually, is that a good,
Two
good
social
option?
medias is enough for me.
Good idea?
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, 62,000 was the distributed tickets, 53,000 was the paid attendance. He reckons AEW sold about 62,000, but they've distributed 74,000. So that means 12,000 to sponsors and the like community groups, whatnot. But 74,000 is legit. That's how many people at present are going to be in the stadium with a ticket.
For me, it don't matter. I'm a big believer in if you can't sell stuff, give them away.
Well, it needs. I think 74,000 in some ways is still going to look pretty empty.
Yeah.
This didn't have a go at AEW because I think it was pretty good, and I think they should set it up in a better way. But do you remember when we went to the semi-final against Sheffield United and we didn't fill our end?
Mm-hmm.
That was still about 70,000 in the stadium, but it felt empty in our end, didn't it?
And don't forget, now you can have people on the pitch.
Yeah. So it does look good.
You've lost some more, haven't you?
Yeah, they've opened up the back of the stadium now, so like all the stands are open. I reckon there'll be about 80,000 people in there. Pretty cool.
All that depends on how big the set is. Are you going to lose how much of
They just use
one
the
of the
players tunnel.
stands?
It looks like they're just using the players tunnel. It's going to be a tiny set.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So then there's going to be even more seats, so it's going to look even worse. But
yeah,
I mean, 75,000 is ridiculous.
I think it looked good because they're selling it section by section now, so it might not be
Right.
as long as they kind of don't show that one. But just sometimes it can feel cavernous.
But for me, I mean, I don't know how it works, but I'm assuming AW get a cut of anything that's bought. So at the like, not merchandise, that's theirs, but drinks, snacks, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is.
Because if that's the case, I would give the free tickets away. Because if I was to go for free, am I more likely to spend £30 on a t-shirt? Yes, because I haven't paid anything to go.
Yeah, well, it's the same thing with argument with football, isn't it?
Yeah,
sell cheap tickets, everyone buys a hot dog.
Well, and I know people say, "Oh, well, I've paid." Well, yeah, but it makes no difference to you because you've paid anyhow.
Agreed.
I've paid. We've bought tickets. I wouldn't be upset if they give free tickets away. I don't care. I've paid anyhow to go. I don't know if I'm in the minority with that.
No, I agree with you. I don't really mind because you don't. It's like when you're on an airplane, isn't it? Like no one knows how much everyone's paid, but everyone's paid something different.
Yeah.
So
what does it? That's what I would do. So I've not got an issue with the paid attendance and actual ticketed.
Yeah,
attendance.
I just think Dave Meltzer and friends have been a bit dodgy.
It's to suit the narrative, isn't it?
It's people are comparing the paid one to the distributed one, and it's different numbers basically. Which is what me and my WrestleTix buddy agreed on. Shout out because it's probably listening to the podcast.
Anything else? Did you say anything else of note? Any other semi scoops?
No, that was it. We just had a nice chat about that. Really, it's good stuff.
Okay, then we will move on to SmackDown Friday night. The fallout from Money in the Bank. Roman Reigns was pinned at Money in the Bank, first time in 3 years, by Jey Uso. It was the trial of the tribal chief. I've seen little bits on Twitter because it absolutely blew up. YouTube, it blew up again, didn't it? They're getting tens of millions of views on any bloodline.
It's a big
anything to do with bloodline. They're getting tens of millions of views. So from what I understand, there was all in the ring. The Usos, Solo Sikoa, Heyman and Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns went on his knees. He handed over is it a lei? They call it a lei?
Yeah, the garland, yeah.
The garland thing, yeah. He's handed that over. He's gone down on his knees. And he's low-blowed him, Shinsuke Nakamura style. What do we... So, obviously, they're setting up a match at SummerSlam, which is going to be huge.
Yo!
But what... We all saw this coming, didn't we? This was not... It wasn't going to be the end, was it? Imagine if Jey Uso was just a tribal chief now. That would have been the worst ending.
It might yet be.
Well, it might be. You said Jimmy Uso's been written off TV.
Yeah, Jimmy Uso got written off. There's a few interesting bits there because obviously it went 40 minutes, and I've not seen the full segment. But there's a bit also where when the lei was just in the melee, Solo picked it up and I was like, what about this? Maybe so. Is Solo the guy to end it? I don't know.
Well, is that next? It's Roman v. It's not been announced, but it's going to be Roman vs. Jey. Roman clearly wins.
He said no brothers, no Wiseman, no one, just me and you. Is it a cage match?
So if Roman, I think Roman wins.
Cage.
How it happens, I don't know. They've already done that, though. Yeah.
Do you know what I hope? I had a fear that it might be something that I thought this is very derivative, and I hope it doesn't. I hope it's not because Jimmy Uso cost him. You're always the most successful brother, and then he cost the dad. Be rubbish.
But what I think then is Solo will win it for Roman, and then Solo will start a thing because I think we're going to WrestleMania with Roman as champ. Solo will have a go then at Roman as you can't do anything without me. Why am I listening to you? That kind of thing. So he beats Jey Uso, that puts that sort of to bed. And then you get the three, because they're all brothers, aren't they? And Roman's the cousin. Is that right?
Yeah.
So then you've got the three brothers again, because I think Cody Rhodes beats him at WrestleMania, and it's going to be Cody versus Roman, and Roman's not going to have anyone.
So you still think he's going back to Cody to finish the story?
I think it has to.
I feel like Cody was just a bit part in this story.
I just don't.
Brock Lesnar's the higher power.
Yeah, that would be rubbish if Brock Lesnar won. I think realistically, you're looking at people who can carry the torch that Roman's done. And if Roman's not there anymore, because I think he takes a break after this. I think he's gone 6 months at least.
Oh, yeah.
Who else is there to carry that mantle? There's only Cody, I think. I don't think there's anyone else. I don't think Jey Uso does it. He doesn't need to. He's beaten now.
Does Cody need the title to carry the mantle?
Me speaking
no, but
English.
In a way, no. But also, I think yes. I think whoever's carrying the mantle probably should have the title. Cody's not really proved himself yet, has he? He's come back. He's won the Royal Rumble. They lost.
Yeah,
and then he's beat Dominic Mysterio.
It is an interesting story, but I just don't know if he's beat Brock Lesnar as well.
Well, yeah, he did, yeah.
As we know from the quiz.
Yeah. But I don't know. I just don't think I feel like he was just a bump on the road for the bloodline. I don't think he was the main.
So how do you win it?
Jey Uso at SummerSlam.
Yeah, that would be so flat, I think.
No, the crowd are well up for it at the moment.
Yeah, but it's one of them where it's like if.
Well, actually, I think you wait and see how many more tickets SummerSlam sells now.
Where is SummerSlam?
Detroit. At Ford Field, home of WrestleMania 23. I
was going to say, is that an arena?
Stadium.
They
sold about 40. Well, they've distributed, as we know now, about 43,000 so far.
I can't remember which was the one that was in the stadium, which WrestleMania was in the Detroit stadium.
Yeah, it's 23.
That's with, the arena, sorry, the Detroit arena.
What's going on here?
Yeah.
That one. Make me a sandwich.
Great stuff.
Classic.
But I just think if Jey wins it, yes, you have the moment for the fans, and it would be like Drew McIntyre winning at Clash at the Castle. It would have been great for an hour.
Yeah, but then Solo can beat Jey.
And what's that problem?
Cody can beat Solo. Because you don't.
No, I think.
Well, because you're not going to have. You know, look at all the historic title reigns of Yonder.
Right, I've got it, lads.
They all end, don't they? Like after the next ones, like the transitional champions to get into someone else. Do it. You're doing it for the moment now.
Yeah, no, but if Cody wins, he doesn't have to. I'm not saying he has to go on a year-long thing. I'm just saying it's like when Lesnar beat the streak.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to do anything else. He's done it now. That's it. He's huge.
Oh, I've got it.
There, he's got it.
Tyson Fury.
Oh, God,
yes.
Keep that prick anywhere away from wrestling.
Mm-hmm. Once AJ's finished dodging him, Ross.
Oh, Christ. If Tyson Fury was any more of a duckler, we'd be living in your front garden.
I should have a duck in my front garden.
So that's a callback to last week.
Up the ducks.
No, I think if Cody could win it, go on a 3-month title reign, lose it to Money in the Bank winner, Damian Priest, if he hasn't cashed it in already. That would be a good way to get off Cody. Mm-hmm. I just think that's what you need.
Pin Baloo.
And then all of a sudden, Cody's not just this guy. Cody's one of the main men. Because you can't say the crowd aren't into him still, because the crowd are loving him. The wars are ridiculous.
They've got louder as well. Someone put a compilation of words on.
Yes, I watched it.
Yeah, that was a big old one last week.
Combination of words, yeah.
So I still think Cody has to win it, and I think it has to end at WrestleMania. And it has to be. What is the point in?
Cody needs to win it. I just don't think he needs to beat Roman. I just don't think his story really needs Roman Reigns.
Yeah, but whose does? Because Jey
Uso.
I don't know. I don't think it does now.
Jey Uso. Just do it.
We said this was Sami Zayn, didn't we?
Pull the damn trigger. Never been hard. I didn't say it was Sami Zayn. I said Jey Uso.
Jey Uso's a main event guy anyhow, I think.
Main event Jey Uso, yeah.
Yeah, no, but he didn't need it as much.
Nah, I feel a good story.
But we're talking here. What you need to do with this is you need to take a wrestler who's already at the top and make him into a megastar. I genuinely think Cody Rhodes could go to the John Cena level
Oh yeah,
Does he
I think
not?
yeah. So but I don't think I don't think he needs the.
Well, I think this is how he does it.
I don't think he needs to beat Roman.
I think he does.
He needs to finish the
I think he
story.
needs to go to the Cena Lesnar level. He needs to
But at
have
the same
big
time,
win.
part of me is like, just don't give Connor the title for like 5 years. Make it like LeBron James trying to get a ring in Cleveland. The longer it took, the more special it felt when it happened, right?
No, because wrestling fans don't work with logic.
I work with logic. That's what's that? Just a second scoop for you guys, by the way.
Go on.
The highlighting of the script is taking ages. So I'm just highlighting new characters so I remember your characters from last time.
God. If in doubt, I'm doing the character. Is that how we go?
I nearly said all new characters for you, Ross, but that would leave you with like I might do them all again, actually.
Just be doing it on my own. You lot might as well switch off and I'll just do the script on my own. Anyway, that's coming on Wednesday, not today. So I guess we're going to have to agree to disagree, aren't we? None of us know how to end it.
It's true. Yeah, well, that's the beauty of wrestling, right? But I feel like they do know how to end it. I feel like they've got it in, which is why they're sticking to it so rigidly at the moment.
Yes, I completely agree. They have a plan, and they are. I think I don't know if when they started they had the end goal, but I think when Triple H maybe took the reins, he said, "This is what's happening," and they've worked backwards.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
So I mean, it's exciting. That's how it should be booked. I think you should have an end goal, and let's get to the end goal. Mm-hmm. When you write your story, you know the ending before you get the middle, don't you? If you was writing a novel.
Yeah, well, that's just how you do any movie, right?
Planning, isn't it?
Yeah. Planning. Forward planning. What else has happened in the world of wrestling? Not a lot, really. Edge is back. He beat he won
Grayson
on
Waller.
SmackDown. Grayson Waller, yeah.
I don't know why everyone was kicking off about that, because the whole storyline was like
Grayson bloody Waller.
Grayson Waller couldn't hang with Edge. So he cheated in a really underhand. Oh no, that was his cricket team. So
hey.
But
hey, we went today though, didn't we?
Just like,
we did.
You could hang. So
we did our best to chuck it over.
Yeah, that's just England.
It's tight at the end, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, very tight.
Hey.
But can you really be whinging? Grayson Waller new from NXT losing to Edge.
Well, that's what I mean. No, because he looked competitive, and he was being a bit cocky, and he got caught with a spear. So it wasn't like a dominant victory or anything for Edge.
Yeah.
Which I wish people would take into account before they start moaning on Twitter.
Well, they don't watch it, do they? Yeah. And then they just see the result and win.
You don't get that nonsense on Freds.
AJ Styles, Karrion Kross was also on SmackDown. Have we seen the video of Karrion Kross's entrance just getting completely caught?
Yeah, it's because they cut to a commercial break on it, and for some reason they always put the lights down and come back up again.
He's halfway in the ring, isn't he? And they just cut off.
Even mid-match, it's because they cut the cameras. It's because they cut the broadcast. But that's if you're Karrion Kross or you're a Karrion Kross fan, you're probably worrying about that because he did lose her in 5 minutes quite decisively. So that is
Karrion Kross has not been good since he's come back.
No, I can't if they just not got any faith in him. But it's almost like they keep putting him in positions. I wish if they started like thinking, oh, I don't know about you. I wish they just take people off telly rather than just jobbing them out because you're wasting the characters.
The thing with Karrion Kross was he came in that prominent position and he came back. And everyone was like, yes, he's finally been booked properly because he was booked quite well in NXT. Yeah, he has that match in McIntyre. And unfortunately, the match in McIntyre was awful. It wasn't good, was it?
No, but the thing is, like, if they're just... He's a big, threatening dude. So if you think he's going to be good, then take him off telly for a bit and get him good.
He's a scary-looking man.
Yeah, kind of let him go, but just if you keep jobbing him out, it just loses his credibility on screen.
Yeah,
it's just a weird concept for me. If they go into this more cinema-esque, which they are, the story-driven product, which it seems like they are doing, that kind of old school, you've done something wrong backstage, so we're going to job you out or whatever. It's just a bit weird, huh?
But you're making it worse for yourself, aren't you?
Yeah, because you can't come back from it now. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy at that point, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so I completely agree. I'm trying to... have we got any news? I have a quick, light story. Spike Dudley now works in the financial world.
He used to be a teacher as well, I think.
his job is like he works for a financial investment company. When people die, their assets and their accounts get transitioned to beneficiaries of the estate or to a trust.
You said to get transitioned to Spike Dudley. I was like,
Yeah, well, maybe he might be
what
corrupt. I
living?
don't know.
Yeah.
But basically, it's up to him to make sure that money goes to the right place.
I'm sure he used to be a junior school teacher, junior school as we know it in England teacher.
52.
50 bloody hell.
Jesus
52.
Christ.
Life comes at you fast, doesn't it?
Bloody does. Bloody does.
Malachi Black's been whinging, saying he wasn't very well liked at NXT. It's because he was the perceived chosen one.
I was going to say, why aren't they like him? But
To be fair, I
because he stiffs people.
I kind of get why people thought he was the chosen one.
Did he win the title?
Yeah.
Right.
Did he win off Andrade? Or did he lose it to Andrade?
I feel like, were we there?
Yeah, McIntyre beat Andrade, did he?
One way to find
McIntyre
out.
beat Bob Roode.
I thought McIntyre beat good old Bob.
Yeah, I think McIntyre beat Bob Roode.
Speaking of Bob
I feel like we were there for Alistair Black's win, you know.
Yeah.
Speaking of Bob Roode,
was.
I can't remember who it was against.
It was New Orleans.
Oh, I remember that part.
It was.
Yeah.
It was Andrade.
Andrade, New Orleans.
It went Bobby Roode, Drew, Andrade, Alistair Black, Ciampa.
Because that's when we were doing that weird thing of like every person lost twice, didn't it, before they went out, before they left.
Lost the title and you lost again, didn't you?
Yeah.
And you went,
Yeah.
Yeah, so Bob Roode, Drew, Andrade, Alistair. There you go. 2017 and 2018, those title runs. Talk about life going at you fast. Fuck, you know.
I know, I thought it was 5 years ago.
How long ago was like Takeover Brooklyn?
Which one?
2015. The first one was 8 years ago.
17, 16, and 15, I think, which is just upsetting. Because I've watched them not long ago, and it's like, I remember watching this at the time. It's like, that feels like 5 minutes ago. It's fucking 8 years ago.
Yeah. It's gone so quick. I've got no idea.
It upsets me.
Quick question as far as stalling for time. Because Aaron's waiting. Aaron's waiting in the room as well. Not give us more time. Which of the ghosts had the London accent?
Ghost of the Present.
Ghost of the Present. Who is Ghost of the Past? Is that also you?
No, I don't think so.
I'll give it to
Here
someone
he is.
else. Here he is.
Our world-class wrestling journalist, Aaron Franklin. Aaron, how are we doing?
Yeah, not bad. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Aaron, right, we've all said how we think it's going to end. The Bloodline.
Yeah.
Nothing going up to it. We want to know how and when it ends.
I don't think it's not SummerSlam. Put it that way. It's everyone's saying it's going to be SummerSlam.
Yeah.
It's not going to be Jey. I don't think it's going to be
out.
Yeah,
it's true.
I still think Cody's the one to do it.
I've told you.
He's the only one that's red hot in the company.
Tyson Fury.
Failing that, it's going to be someone like LA Knight, but he's just not anywhere near the top tier yet.
Yeah.
I mean, I like LA Knight, but he's Long Island.
I still think he can get another year out of the Bloodline storyline. I really do. At least another year. Yeah, WrestleMania. It's only a few more months away, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah, because what are we in September? So
yeah. Although he has beaten Hulk Hogan's streak since the first WrestleMania for the longest title reign now, hasn't he?
Yeah, there we go.
This is the longest title reign now since WrestleMania 1.
Yeah. This is where we get a wrestling journalist on, because none of us knew that.
It's true.
This is where we need a journalist for the new show.
I believe it's actually today. Also, we're recording Sunday. It's actually today that he's beaten the record by 1 day.
Right, there we have it. So 2 of us think it's going to be Cody Rhodes WrestleMania. 1 of us thinks it's going to be Jey Uso at SummerSlam, and the other thinks it's going to be Tyson Fury.
Yep. Yes, I do.
Have they actually confirmed that it's going to be Jey Uso versus Roman for the title then?
They're just very strongly hinted at. No, because I don't know. The other thing they could do is they could do the old WCW route of just doing a non-title match randomly for no reason. Or here's a controversial one: Jey Uso wins, Roman wins it back like the next night.
Oh no, that's finger poke of doom levels, isn't it?
That is, yeah.
Just getting into WCW mood, Russ.
No, you can't be doing that.
I just think he's already beaten Jey. He's already beaten Jey. Don't need to do it again. If you're gonna do it, you do it. But get Jimmy to do it. He's been beaten by both the Usos. Then
Nobody wants to see Roman Reigns versus Jimmy Uso.
It's weird, isn't it?
Sounds like
what if
Austin beating Marty Jannetty instead of Shawn Michaels?
what if following on from what was the last paper, Money in the Bank? What if it's actually Solo to do it?
I think they're building that in.
Solo's seeing the weakness in him now, aren't he? Is he going to capitalize on it?
And he picked up the lair.
Plot twist. Paul Heyman
Mm.
to win the big one. Heyman to win the gold.
And you could get feasibly you get Heyman to turn someone's turn. And Big Show, he's done that twice with Big Show, hasn't he? So.
Yeah, he's not doing that with AEW. Big Show.
Yeah.
Get him.
Bring him back.
Do you know what? I've just thought about it and now I'm genuinely worried. When WWE don't know how to finish a story, who's always at the end?
Big Show.
No, Hornswoggle.
Oh no.
Vince McMahon's son, the anonymous GM. Long running storylines. Hornswoggle pops out. Shillelagh, 1, 2, 3.
It is true.
And he can wear the shillelagh.
Oh no.
Shamrocks on it. Tribal Chief Swoggle.
Well, he's not doing it else. As long as he didn't do any more fucking stand-up comedy roast after that one we saw that time.
Oh, horrendous.
Worst
Sharry's
of all time.
Sharry's a nice fella, but he's the worst comedian I've ever seen.
Who, the Swoggle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, genuinely awful. It was bad. He was quite close, wasn't he, Lou?
Yeah, he realised he was bad though, which made it worse.
Yeah, to the front.
Yeah.
I mean,
Is he worse than Michael McIntyre though? Because he's pretty bad.
Mm.
Oh god, yeah.
I don't know. Swoggle on the wheel though, be alright,
mate. He just spins around like.
Mm-hmm.
What, hosting or been one of the contestants? Like,
hosting.
People on the seas.
Hosting. Alright.
Hosting.
Yeah.
Right. I think that's it for the news, unless we've got any other burning issues. It's been quite a quiet week in wrestling, I think.
Summer,
we all need.
Nothing happens in the summer.
That's true, yeah. We're in that weird lull, aren't we?
It's like local news that just go out and try and find a badger that tap dances or something.
I mean, you're saying that, but I would be all over that if I.
Yeah, I know. So would I. But that's the sort of thing they go look for instead of reporting proper news because there is no proper news.
Ducks. No.
Yeah. Ducks in Lou's house. Right, that's been the news then. On Wednesday's show, it is the Wrestling Around Summer Special, is that what we're calling it?
So yeah, Summer Special, Summer Spectacular.
Wrestling Around Summer Special. Is it fair to say it was the end of the trilogy?
It is the end of the trilogy. It's actually quite emotional. I'm tearing up just reading through it now.
He's been crying all the way through this, Lou, yeah.
Highlighting. I forgot how many new characters I introduced.
Make sure you join us on Wednesday. Right then, Terry Peters, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Aaron, thanks for joining us.
Well, very briefly, but thank you.
Yeah, well, you came in with a fact, and that's all we could ask for. And Scoop L, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for listening, and join us on Wednesday for the episode of Wrestling Around.